Okay, while I'm logging into my Fusion 360 account, I'm going to go over, this is September 2021. I'm going to go over how I use schools Fusion 360 currently, because we are design, but mostly CAD, CAM, and CNC. Right? All right. You probably know as educators that the education verification now is much simpler. There's a download file. That happens if I have it running on another computer, like at home or here, like that computer right over there. But while this is powering up, you go to Autodesk Design Academy. Let me write it in here. Autodesk Design Academy Fusion 360. Alright, I'm going to pull this over. Alright, it's free to anybody with a account. So if I sign in, this is probably the only login that remembers. No, that's my my test student. All right, shut some of this other stuff down. Okay, sign in. Oh, wrong name. Let me go back to my board here. Okay, this is my Fusion account, my original account. And this is my single user. If you create an account now, they like to call everything a team, so I like to say it's a team of one. So that's my team of one, and this is my school team. And in my school team, I've made all these folders. I have a lot of folders here, but I have like this year's class of CNC techs, this year's class of full-time machinists, and some of my own personal, like we run Titans of CNC projects, so I program all of them, adding them in. I got some Autodesk University classes that I did, and I do demos. Some of these are like, this is a share file, like I share with teachers in the county, and this is our Education National Network, so I can share these folders with anybody. So these I have pinned to the top. So in this, the CNC Tech class, like these are the current ones in the class. And this is from last year. So I created all these folders. And I have them build their project in the folder, not in their user group, so I can see them. Previously, we used to do something called share file, which actually works pretty good, but this is way better. So you create a project, or these are all called projects. You give them a name, right? And if I'm in this one, and if you click on the little world up here, this will be going to the cloud, the Fusion Cloud on the web. We'll open up this one, and over here is project details. So over here is a team. Let me close this up. You're either open, closed, or secret. So I do close invited members only. I save that one. And then I manage members, so I send them all an invite, and either they respond to an email, or when they click on it, you'll see that you're a member of the team now. So I do an invite, and this is how we manage that. So it doesn't really matter where they come from. I have closed activity. I put a little picture on here, up here, so I can identify them easily. So once they do that, we go back to, like, you can actually pull stuff up from the cloud, like like the shift adapter thing. I don't know what it is. Like he was making something. You can kind of look at it this way, or so this is like somebody you can show, like, I don't know, your mother or father or something, and they can view and comment on it. I think the intention of this is to like show members in the company what you're making without having to go into the solid modeling to get, and they can actually view and comment. So, but our goal is really in here, right? So if I go to Caleb, graduated, is now working, and he keeps his in pretty good order, but I'll have them doing these Titans of CNC parts, or he was doing the Autodesk University, so classes. So it's near, and he'd say, oh, can you look at what I did? So if I gave them an assignment, like do the Titans of CNC projects, you're either going to send me a notice that it's done, or I'll randomly check. Go and see, okay, your first part is a Titan 1M, right here, Titan 1M. I'll go turn this on, and I'll look at it. Now I can look at the design, I can look at the manufacturer side, I can have them make blueprints. I have a class on how to make a blueprint. I still call them blueprints, so, which is a drawing. All right. So this is going to pull this one up. And right here it says updated reference model. So that means the model has been updated. So update selected. So it's really his. So I'm not going to change his. So I'm going to. All right. Oh, I know what we did. We actually. Fusion actually does machine simulation now. I think we were testing this out, so this is probably not a good one to show, because that's the part right there. So, all right. So if I go in and edit this one, and in the setup page, this machine one, if you're a beginner, don't pick that. Just shut that off. Hit OK. Now we're just looking at the part. So you get design. I think everybody's pretty clear on how design works. I go to design, and what I'm going to do now is turn on something called Screencast Recorder, which is like I'm videoing myself, but this is going to record me talking about this project. So right here, you want to make sure your microphone is working, and what are you actually looking at? The screen should turn red around here, but you can actually steer it towards certain things. And right here is like settings, uploads. If I want to go find one real quick, right now I'm going to do share, launch Screencast Recorder. I can see it's recording my voice. I hit this one. It's now recording. Right? And it's me talking about the project. So I can go in here and inspect and measure stuff and talk about it. I like the way you did this. I like the little chamfers on the holes. Let me do some measurements here. And it's 500 inch. Yep, that's correct. I can look at design, say it looks good, just what we asked for. And then now give an assignment for a manufacturer. We'll look at that. Okay, we follow the Titan curriculum. We got the material spelled out correctly right there, setup. If I go to edit his setup, I can see that he's doing milling, how his orientation is, X, Y, Z is in the upper left corner. I'm going to do them all like this. We got the material spelled out the way we want. And we have a program number, and put your name in here so we all know the difference between each other's. And we can go through the operations. So in our case, we're using multiple tools. And we'll do a quick simulation. Simulate. And I'll do either operation. So it'll change colors by operation. I'm just going to run this slow. Oh, let me slow this down. Hold on. Back. All right, so on this simulation, you got play. You got one at a time, like this. You got go to next operation. You can jump ahead or go right to the end. That's the end. go to the beginning, I have on, I like transparent for the tool, and if I don't want to see this big thing, I can just put on just part of the tool. I like the two ones I like are operation or comparison. Just, you hover over this and you get a little stuff. So I'm going to hit play. Oops, sorry. And this will change colors by operation. So this one's blue. I have this thing called tail on, so it's just giving the last part of the toolpath, but it'll disappear. I like it because it doesn't make the machine the display so crowded looking. I like using the home view, the isometric home view right there. So we're drawing everything we like having the Z orientation up for drawing and CNC programming on mills. Alright, so I can say, yep, that looks good, this looks good, I like what you did there, all looks good. Alright, hit close, or I can do by comparison. This one I like because it's really going to be 3 colors. Now let me move myself here. Alright, blue is extra material, green is good, red is bad. Red is too much. Blue, alright. So I'm going to move this back over here, hit play. Alright, green is good. Alright, blue is still extra. Yep, everything looks good. Alright, green is good. Yeah, there we go. Filling and tapping. Beautiful. Everything is good. So this is ready to go to manufacturing. So right up here we have simulate, post-process, and setup sheet. So in this case, if I wanted to put a setup sheet, and it's steering you to save it somewhere, not really that important, but setup sheet, we got the picture, the same picture we have up there. I see my XYZ coordinate in the corner. It shows material size. I have program number and comment line, which is his program. I have a list of tools. I have an operation estimated time to run this thing, and a list of tools. So it's almost like too much information, but that's good. We can have a list of tools, or maybe you just have one tool. And this is kind of broken down by operations. Probably I don't really need that. I just really need the tools and this. Material, where's my XYZ, and which tools am I using? I can print this out or put it in a PDF. Back to Fusion. So we did the simulate, and now we want to make G-code. So this is called the legacy one. So you want to make sure you're steering to the right machine. We are using everything in cloud. So we're in your preferences. You want to have, come on baby, under general, no, manufacturer right here, enable cloud libraries right there. The other thing we use is default model orientation. We always like Z up, and we like using the SolidWorks mouse configuration. And manufacturer, enable cloud libraries, and what else do we use here? We design in inch all the time, so we just make the default inch. And if you're all metric, you're all metric. Preview features. Now, there are some things you can turn on or off here. Post-process NC code with legacy post-processing dialog. So I have it set up like that for now. Let's go back to post-processing. You can do it from here or do it from here. If you happen to be here, you're only going to get that operation. You want to be here, all of the operation. So I can post-process from here, or I can post-process from the G1. Now, if you don't have the cloud set up, you're going to use the installed post library, which is this huge selection right here. So if you're using that IntelliTech machine, F, G, H, a lot of H's. There it is, IntelliTech. Right. I would actually save this in your cloud so they only have a selection of one. So if I did this one and program numbered correct and open NC file editor, you want to have that active. I'm going to hit post. And you want to direct it somewhere. So if they're in their school computer, I'd be directing this towards my USB. So I want to have, this the only time you're going to use the USB is transporting your programs. So I'll plug this in. Or if they're on their school computer, they can have it directed there. Right? And that's my output file. I'm going to hit post. And 1001 is a program. There happens to be other stuff on here, so just hit save. It's saving in here right now. And it should pop up another screen any second now. Alright. I think I have too many things turned on. Oh, there it is, coming. You're either going to get the older one's called WordPad, and the newer ones, I forget what they call this one now. The one with the Visual Studio Code. It's really just a text editor. Oh yeah, I got way too many things on. Okay, I like to review this. Oh yeah, this is really running slow. There we go. I got program numbers, so this should run in a IntelliTech. It's FANUC style G code. I got a list of, let me shut that off. I think they're updating Visual Code. I got a list of tools here, and this is all the code you need to run the machine. Right here. That same part we did. So this is kind of weird what machine you're steering it to. And I'm still recording this on Screencast right now. Okay, that's pretty much the process. So as far as managing your tools, so the only thing I have them upload, and I have them uploaded on their side. So they're going to go into their side. And you cannot drag and drop between your user and the team. You got to export and import. There's a firewall. You cannot do that. So all this is going to disappear on the left. So this is my user side right here, and I'm going to go to my home base assets right here. I don't have many here. This is kind of like how a student's going to have his view. They want to they're going to be assigned a folder in my team, but if they're doing personal projects or importing stuff, we put CAM posts. This is going to be what machine you're running. So if you've got an IntelliTech machine, we'll have an IntelliTech post up here, and I'll even customize it and make it the Sarasota County one. So I have one for the desktop mill that Mr. Dunk is using, which is slightly different than this. And we want CAM tools. So we got a little tool library here. I got one here, Sarasota Desktop Mill Tools. So we run the Titan Building Block Aluminum Tool. So I give everybody a USB or a connection to Teams or something like that. Upload these files, upload, and put these in your assets, and that's it. So we have we have limited tools, limited machines, and direction, and we try to set them up the same way every time. So they're going to go anything on this side. If I have parts on this side, like this, you cannot like drag and drop it or save it. You can't like open it up here and save it there. If they happen to do that, they're going to do that. They need to export it. They got to open this up. They're going to save as or export. No, export. Do an export. Cancel. Or save as. Yeah, this is going to actually. Yeah, it's trying to still save inside Fusion. So you got to export it. So if I did this one and said export, that's the name, Fusion archive file, export in my computer somewhere, then I have to go switch teams, right? And go find my folder, Mine was called Pokey, so I'll go to Pokey, and Pokey a lot of stuff. I got new folder, upload, and then but from now on I'm just going to work on this side. I'm just where's my upload right here, and I got to go upload the file, select, and find it. There it is right there. Upload, open, upload. We shut this other stuff down. Okay, back to this side. Okay, complete. So there it is on this side. So on this side now, my design file, and from here I can go right to more design or manufacture. So I'll have to look at the Intelitech machine, but I would probably right now keep it as a one tool loaded and make one part kind of thing. We use the same XY coordinate and stuff. So this is, I'll open the part up, and we'll probably come up with like 3 projects in a tool library and the specific posts for the machine. So from here I can do, I have a setup. I must have saved a setup. And if I went to like 2D face milling, and I go here, I go select tools, and these are my tools. So here you want it to, if you have the cloud enabled, this is where you got to pull your tools out, not the local library. So you want to have minimal, like here, this is the desktop mill. We have very small tools, 1/4 inch and down. So this is a flat end mill, this is a ball end mill, and we call this a mill drill. And this is 1/4 inch and down. You can see the decimal sizes on the right here. So if you're running metric, yeah, it's probably 6 millimeter and down. That's the limitation of our size. We can go down to very tiny. So in this one, and I actually have it so the feeds and speeds are already set up. So if we did use the flat end mill, and I picked face for speed and speeds and hit select, and I wanted to face the top of this, I just got to go, if the stock is identified, that's done. I'm going to pick model top as the finish line, and pretty much leave this alone. I'll do extend before retract, hit OK. Yeah, it's going to generate. It's right there. So that'll machine the top. One tool. I want to machine the outside. I would add maybe contour. Same tool. I'm going to change this to 2D contour. Now I have to select something like that boundary right there. Hit OK. And right there. So I can go right to simulate, check it, like cuts the top, turns green. Right, cuts the outside, turns green. Good. Ready to make something now. I gotta close this up. I got a room here, close. So I could produce a setup sheet. Close this up for more room. Go to setup sheet, select folder, print this out. There's my XYZ, there's material size. I got one tool only, manual tool change. I wrote right up here. These are my operations. So I got right here, 1/4 inch, 3 flute end mill. So I'm gonna close this one up, and I'll make the G code for that machine. So let's say Intelitech, hit post, save. I got an old program there, that's okay, we're making a new one. Overwrite that one. And this will be your code. And I always like to have them review the code. It's probably a good time to do a little lesson on codes. I got program name, I got name of program, I actually have tools up here. And this is first operation face, and this is tool change. So this will be on a tool changing machine, and then we got RPMs and positions. And the rest of it's just making stuff. There's actually not much there. So that's pretty much it. And right now I'm going to shut off the screencast, 16 minutes. I'm going to hit stop. Pops up another window. Right there, I can see that the voice is taking place. You can actually edit I never edit these things. You can discard or save. There's actually another pop-up box that can pop up, and you can actually tell where you've been clicking and stuff. So right now I'm going to do save and upload. Got to give it a name, like test or something. Share with, I just do only people with the link. So I can say like Caleb review 1M. Right, I go right here. My review beginner, and select something here. I just use manufacturing, right? This one says include audio record from mic, yes. Include captured keyboard events. Sometimes I shut this off because I think it was actually showing my password. So I hit upload. Now it's being uploaded right now. And as soon as this turns white, you can actually send the link before the upload actually gets there. So if you're doing this at night, right now, so right, I can do that, copy link, I can send a link by email, or I can be on Teams and go, hey, I reviewed your thing, here you go. And when I go here, I can actually go, this will shoot me right to the Autodesk site where I have all my screencasts, and I haven't eliminated any of them. So I'm going to go into my teacher one here.
Okay.
Hello. And don't mind me, I'm just doing a recording, but that's okay.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. On a web. I'm just doing a demo. Alright, so this is my dashboard of screencasts right here. I got all these are reviews, like hotkey simulation. Let me go back a few here. Like this one. This one is student 2 operations. This is actually the video right here. So I can turn it on here, but this is what your link's going to lead your student to this. You'll hit play and listen to it. Okay, Emily, I'm looking at your 3M part here. We're going to have to bet up. So it's me just talking about the part, so. And it's still uploading because that was a very big file. I try to keep them short, but I think this is an excellent tool. The Teams, got the cloud, and the screencast, okay? 28 minutes, it's pretty long. I'll talk to you guys later, bye.